we start this video, if it helps you or you're interested in more stuff, this car and cars in general, please do consider giving me a subscription, because I watched a guy on the same job because I couldn't understand why it was so difficult to remove a thermostat. I never ever seen such a difficult job. The first time it took me freaking 4.5 hours. Of course, I was working outside in the dark with one hand and my phone as a flashlight. And I had to go back and forth to find all the correct, he's driving with headlights, the correct tools. But anyway, I noticed 99.7% of people watching my videos are non-subscribed, so there's a potential here. I really want to make, and to be honest, I want to make money on it, because that money can further help me do crazy ass car stuff to show you. And I'm not greedy or anything. I would for sure I would help people and stuff like that. I'm getting off track. Let's start the video there. Subscribe, just do it. Bump. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to, or rather where and how to change the thermostat on a 7.3 IDI natural aspirated Ford Econoline E250. I already did the job, so I'm just going to explain it to you because it's fairly simple. You know, start with the car. Then you yank the hood opener. Then you do this thing one-handed. Not possible, so I'm going to pause. So basically there we have it. It's getting dark outside, so let's turn on some lights. On the passenger side, follow this tube or hose and you will see it's clamped to some metal piping, and on the bottom of that metal piping down there, all the way down there, is the thermostat housing and the thermostat. So basically what you have to do on this is remove the alternator, then you have to remove the vacuum pump, take off the belts of course, and then there's a bracket for the vacuum pump. Remove that one. You don't have to take this all the way out, but loosen it enough so you can flip it over, because it's going to be in your way. And don't do as I did. I disconnected one battery and I wonder why the hell it's still sparking when the wires hit metal. There's freaking two. That's stupid. But anyway, then you will have access to the thermostat housing. Fairly simple there. 2 bolts. One of the bolts has, let's see if we can catch it here. Yeah, right there. It's a bracket for this hose. Remove that and remove the bolt and the other bolt and pull it out. And then you can be able to pull the whole thing out. And when you have it out, remember to, there's kind of a bleed system, air out system. There's a little hole with a ball in it that's supposed to boop beep boop beep when it needs to. It tends to clog up, so clean it out fairly well. I recommend getting the the gasket that fits that thermostat hose. I watched some videos, and when you get a new thermostat you get this with the gasket on it. I saw some videos where they just put that on and smacked it back together, because the hole for the, I can put up a picture of it, the hole, it has a gasket already, and if it's intact it probably will hold, but get the correct gasket. And on the new, if you get that type, on the new thermostat, just remove that gasket and put it, there's kind of a little slot or groove that the thermostat fits into, so it's flush. Anyway, then put it back together basically. Be sure to, when you do it, on the bottom, drain your radiator. So let me think, is there anything I'm forgetting here? Clean the ball thingamajig, gasket for the housing, remove the gasket on the thermostat if you have one. Put it back together the same way you put it out. And then when you are going to put all the belts on, do the vacuum pump first. Just have it movable. It's like on this, like this, but on the bracket. And then you pull up the alternator to make sure, okay, if I do this, this will be tight. Then you can tighten it, and then you know, put a crowbar in there, yank it like hell, and then let it slip, and you punch your fist in something, and then you use all the swear words in the world and try again and hope it works. It usually does, but sometimes there's all sorts of situations there. Anyway, put it all back together then. It's just that easy, to be honest. Then rinse out the radiator and everything you need. I don't think I'm forgetting anything. So yeah, it's right there. This goes, that goes, the bracket goes. This has to go out, but the vacuum pump, I managed to just let it dangle on this hose, and then remove the bracket, and then I had enough space to work on the housing. In my case though, I put it all together and started filling it up, and it leaked like there's no tomorrow. So the correct housing gasket. So yeah, easy. Oh, it's not confusing. I ended the video with the all subscribe. I'm going to cut this in there somewhere, but I forgot to mention the tools and stuff like that. So I'm in Norway, in Scandinavia. It's one of the Nordic countries in Europe. So we are using the correct system, metric. I use millimeters. So for this job I used a small ratchet, a bigger ratchet, one medium-sized, you know those you can put on the ratchet to make it a little bit longer, medium-sized one of those. And then I quite don't remember, but it was 14 millimeter, 13 millimeter, 10 millimeter, 11. Yeah, I think that was all I used to make it. So 2 ratchets, small and big, with that extension thingamajig, pipes of course, and I also had the same sizes on those, what are they called though? It's a fast thingy with, I will put it there. Also I used 88 degrees Celsius thermostat. I think that's, I searched it up, I think I remember it was 190.7 Fahrenheit or something. It seems to me like it's running a little bit too cold, even though 88 is fairly it should be good, but it seems on the temp gauge it's all the way to the bottom, just dipping inside of the normal situation. I would think it should be like close to the middle. So it's going to be exciting for me during winter to see if it's hot enough to give me warmth in here. Anyway, that's a tip for you. So the ratchets and the thingamajigs and a crowbar. I used a screwdriver, a flathead, a big one, to jank stuff around and maybe investigate if you need new hose clamps for the radiator hose. Yeah, that should be it, to be honest. Yep, I'm doing stuff as I go here and remembering. Ford, they told the engineers I would sincerely punch both the engineer and the guy putting it together as hard as I can, straight in the nose if I ever meet them, because they made stuff stupid. I use all of those different millimeters, and millimeters won't fit everything perfectly. So I hope for your sake, if you're doing this job, that anything is stuck if you're using millimeters. But yeah, incredibly, it's so stupid. Don't expect the same size bolts on the same damn bracket, for instance. Nope. If I made it, I would make most of the stuff with the same size, so you can just pop it on and wrench away. But no, you have to change. Then you do this bolt, and then do that bolt, and then you go into the bolt underneath that you have to feel with your fingers, and then put it there. But what it's why am I not getting it on? It's the wrong damn size. So keep that in mind. And it is tight, so yeah, I don't think there's more now. That's why I used all of those different sizes, though it's not the same bolts on the same damn yep. All right, we are going to do more fixer-upper on this. I think I have a diesel leak somewhere. It's tight as hell on this car. I can't really see it from above, but it's leaking under when I'm driving. Yeah, that's it. Simple. Next video, maybe some video I will do. It didn't drop. I made an exhaust system for it. You can watch my channel and listen. It's perfect. Any questions? Ask, and subscribe. It helps. Thank you.